The name of the experiment is to find force constant or spring constant using the Hooke's law. In the experiment, within the elastic limit, this is applicable for the spring here. The load applied to the spring will be directly proportional to the extension produced in the spring. So now stress is directly proportional to strain, or F, this stress F will be directly proportional to strain, or the value of spring constant K will be equal to force applied divided by extension in the string. Now, when only hanger was there was no weight. It was found that this pointer was at 0. When the weight was increased by 50 grams, these are the diagram. This was the weight which was put in this hanger, and the reading was taken from here, this pointer. So when the weight was 150 gram, this was the reading. Similarly, the weight was 100 gram, this was the reading. Similarly, when the weight was 200 gram, weight was put, weight was changed, and there was extension in the spring, so that extension was noted. Similarly, for the 250 grams also, here the extension in the spring was taken out. Similarly, for 300 grams, this was the extension. So that's why we have taken the 5 readings. In addition to when no weight was there in this hanger, no weight was there, the extension was 0. After that, in this case, you can see here first one, the weight was decreased by one weight was removed, so weight was decreased. So earlier the weight was 300 gram, then the weight was decreased to 250 gram, and the reading was taken here also at this pointer value, and at this value also pointer value. So if you want to adjust the spring at the start, you can adjust from here. Further, when the weight was further decreased, it was 200 grams, and reading was taken with the help of this spring at this pointer, which was attached to spring. Similarly, for 150 gram, this was the reading. Similarly, for 100 grams, the pointer was at this place, so accordingly the reading was further. Whatever the value was there for 100 grams, 150, 200 grams, 250 grams, 300 gram force. So these forces were applied. So when the weight was increased, these were the readings. When the weight was decreased, these were the readings. Then of these two values, average was taken. This was the mean value. So mean value 0.9 plus 0.9 divided by 2, that is 0.9 centimeter. Similarly, for these two values 3.9 and 3.9, the value was 3.9 average. Similarly, all of the values of L3, L4, L5 was calculated. After that, we have made a graph between force applied and these L values. This was the graph. You can see here now, this was the graph. This was the graph. So with this graph, we have calculated the slope also. Slope means the line was drawn from here, this point and this point. You can see, as you can say, this point was y2, x2, and similarly this point was x1, y1. So we have calculated the slope. Slope is equal to what? Delta y by delta x, means y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So slope will be equal to 300 minus 200, that is 200. Then 16 minus 0.9, that is 50.1. So this value is 13.24 gram force per centimeter. To convert this value into dynes per centimeter, we have multiplied this value by the acceleration due to gravity in CGI unit. That is 981. So 13.24 multiplied by 981, that value is 129943993 dynes per centimeter. That is the value of K, that is spring constant, or you can say force constant. So in this way, we can calculate the value of force constant or spring constant. This will be the value. It is dynes per centimeter. Thank you.